Hi guys, and I'm back with this review of a Hornby N2 Class in the Great Northern Railway livery. This is a Hornby Super Detail one, but we'll come on to that in a minute. Before I start the review, I'd like to apologise for this mistake I made on my last video, which is my strongest 040. On the leaderboard I missed out Smoky Joe, so I do apologise. But thank you for all the nice comments on it and all the positive ones I had. So yeah, let's get on with the review, shall we? Here is some information on the actual modelling and tooling. The N2 was based on the Hornby Dublo 062T tank engine, which ironically was offered in deliveries of the big four companies, despite clearly one of them being the GNR N2, fitted with the correct gearing for the use of the underground. Mainline also produced a model of the N2 in the 80s. Their depiction of the engine number 4744 in GNR black and number 9522 in GNR apple green. 9522 was the only N2 to wear this livery, which applied in 1946. Hornby also produced a model of the N2 till 2005 using the original mainline tooling in apple green. The loco number 1763 amongst others. These models were painted in a slightly darker shade of green than was used on the mainline models of the 9522 in 1983. Hornby's produced of the GNR number 4765 in black livery, used existing tooling as of R3465. So yeah, it has the big decoupling. Well, there's a medium coupling in it. Medium coupling, sprung buffers front and back. You can see this. Sprung buffers front and back. Metal as well. It has a vacuum pipe, separately applied handrail and cement box door in a lovely grey finish, along with the hinges. As the pipe in here, which I believe is for the underground, I'm not sure. It's just a nice livery in a green, white and black. As we move on to the bunker, we have another separately applied handrail, and we have the numbering, which is 1763. The coal load is actually pretty good for ready to buy loco. We have moulded vents on top. There's no cab detail, it's just a motor inside like they were in the mainline days or Airfix, depending on which version you had. And onto the back of it we have separately applied handrails there, steps as well, vacuum pipe and sprung buffers like I mentioned before. As we move on to the side here, we have the dome, which is moulded. We have a separately applied handrail along the tanks, and then on the tanks itself we have the Great Northern lettering with a different outline. I think it's a darker green. We also have a separately applied safety valve and whistle and more piping. And we also have piping under the steps leading up to the cab and two separate handrails. As we move on to the bunker, we have another separately applied handrail, and we have the numbering, which is 1763. The coal load is actually pretty good for ready to buy loco. We have moulded vents on top. There's no cab detail, it's just a motor inside like they were in the mainline days or Airfix, depending on which version you had. As we move on to the back of the bunker, it has separately applied handrails, vacuum pipe, sprung buffers, and it has the number on the back of the bunker too. GNR Class N2, the Great Northern Railway Class N2 is a 062T side tank steam locomotive designed by Sir Nigel Gresley and was introduced in 1920. Further batches were built by the London North Eastern Railway from 1925, and they had superheaters and piston valves driven by Stephenson's valve gear. Some locomotives were fitted with the correct application for working on the Metropolitan Railway lines between King's Cross and Moorgate. Subclasses. The Class N2/1 built in 1920 to 21. The Class N2/2 built in 1925, and they had vacuum brakes for Scotland. Class N2/3 built in 1925 and 1928 and 29. LNER locos without the air brakes applied. Class N2/4 built in 1928 to 29. LNER locos with all of the applications. In fiction, the Thomas Tank Engine character Ryan is based on a Great Northern N2. Some information on the class. Power type is steam, designer Sir Nigel Gresley. Builders N2/1, Doncaster 10, North British Locomotive Group 50, the N2/2, Peacock and Company 12, N2/3, Doncaster Works 6, Yorkshire Company 6, N2/4, Hawthorne, Leslie and Company 20, Yorkshire Engineering Company 3. The build dates are 1920 to 1929. The wheel configuration is the 062T. They are standard gauge. Their fuel type is coal. And as I mentioned before, they have cylinders, 2 outside valve gear Stephenson. They operated under the Great Northern Railway, LNER and British Railway. The class is a GNR LNER N2. Power type LNER 2. And the BR had them down as a 3MT. The axle load under LNER and BR is 6 and 1 is preserved. Here is some information on the model I just looked at. The BR number is 69542. Second grouping number is LNER 9542. First grouping number LNER 4763. First pre-grouping number GNR 1763. Class code is N2/2. Designer Gresley. The wheel configuration is a 062T. It was built on the 30th of the 4th 1921 at North British Locomotive Company in Glasgow. The 1948 shed code and the last shed code are 34A King's Cross for both. It was withdrawn on the 30th of the 4th 1959 at Doncaster Works. It was cut up on the 30th of the 4th 1959. So yeah guys, some time for some slow speed running as usual, and then get on with the rest of the show. So here goes. So yeah, guys, that's it from me in this review. As you see, the E2, the N2, sorry, here. I think it's J13 or 15. Then over in the shed we had the USA tank. I think that's a E Class VAF tail, the taffrail, the locomotive. We have L1 and we have the Q6. So yeah, guys, that's the review. Overall, it's not a bad loco. The lack of cab detail doesn't bother me because it's really closed in. It's a nice runner. Really is a nice runner. So yeah, I will see you in the next video. And it's goodbye from them and it's goodbye from me, guys. God bless. Bye.